Hello everyone and welcome back to Fun English with Alex video. This is episode number 19. In today's video, we're going to practice the question, have you ever? And respond by saying, yes, I have, or no, I have never, ever done that before. If you are a new student, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button in the bottom left-hand corner. That way you see the new videos when they come out every Saturday around 11 a.m. to maybe 12 noon. Some of you might have noticed that we have started doing Idiom of the Day videos. Those videos are only 1 minute long and they're every Wednesday and Friday. I had many students from the advanced class ask me, hey Alex, can you make some Idiom of the Day videos? And I have done that for you. So 1 minute long every Wednesday, every Friday, and on Saturdays, our normal class lesson. All right, without any further ado, let's get over to the classroom and get started with today. Okay, let's get started with today's lesson. Now today, we're going to focus on the question, have you ever? But before we look at this question, we have to do a little review of last week when we practiced have you. So the question have you, it's something that's a little bit more normal. For example, have you drunk water today? Have you done your homework? Have you made lunch? These are questions that normally happen very regularly, very normal questions. But if somebody asked you, have you ever? The difference here is they're asking you about something that is special. For example, have you ever eaten pumpkin pie? Okay, depends on where you live. That might be a little unusual, but for me, I had never heard of pumpkin pie, so that was very unusual for me. So if there's something unusual or not normal, you can ask the question, have you ever? So those are the differences between the two. Have you, something that's very normal that you maybe ask someone every day or every couple days or just something you hear quite often. But if you hear have you ever, it's something that's a little bit more surprising. Have you ever seen a ghost? Have you ever rode a monkey? Can you ride a monkey? Maybe monkey is too small, but it's very, very unusual. And the third point about this, when you ask a question with have you or have you ever, you must use past participial verbs. And if you're not familiar with that, please go back and check out our video about verbs because this is a very, very, very important point. For example, eat would be an infinitive verb. Ate would be a simple past, and eaten would be a past participle. So it's very, very, very important that you understand that when you ask the question, have you or have you ever, you have to use past participles. For example, eaten, or drunk, or slept, or been to, gone. These are past participles. You must use this verb tense when you ask these questions. All right, let's get started with our practice today. So I think it's pretty normal if someone says to you, have you ever eaten McDonald's McRib burger? That is very unusual, and maybe many people in the world have never eaten a McRib burger. I know there's a lot of people from all over the world who watch this video, and this might seem really strange to you. I don't know if we have it here in Canada, but I know in America, they love this McRib burger. I don't know if it's real ribs or I don't know what it is, but it's a little unusual. So you can say, no, I have never eaten a McRib burger before. But McDonald's food, yeah, different countries have different menus, but it's not that unusual. But if I asked you, have you ever eaten a moose burger before? This is very unusual. If I asked you a question, have you ever eaten a moose burger before? Then you can answer, no, I have never, ever, never, ever eaten a moose burger before. Now this style of answering the question, this is very native-like a response, a little bit funny, and it shows a little bit of sense of humor. Of course, if you're writing, you're never going to say, no, I have never, ever, never, ever, ever eaten a moose burger before. But in a conversation with your friends, it's quite funny if you go, what? No, I have never, ever, never, ever eaten a moose burger before. So when you're talking to someone and you really want to show that, no, I have never done that before, you can say something like, what? No, I have never, ever eaten a moose burger before. Again, it just shows a little bit of sense of humor and it shows your fun side. Okay? All right, let's try another one here. Now, what if somebody asked you, Alex, have you ever been square dancing before? No, I have never, ever, never, ever, 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 ever been square dancing before. For me, I have never seen this before. This was very unusual to hear about square dancing. When I first heard this, I thought people walk in a square doing a weird dance. I had no idea what this was. So if you say, Alex, have you ever been square dancing? Have you ever seen square dancing? Yo, I have never, ever, ever, never seen square dancing before. I have never been square dancing before. You notice here, when I answer the question, I still use past participles. So see, saw, seen. I have never seen square dancing before. Be, was, were, been. I have never been square dancing before. It's really, 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 really important that you practice past participles when answering these questions. It really makes things a lot easier. If you don't know past participles, please practice that as well. All right, let's try another question. What if someone asks, Alex, have you ever met a movie star? I have never, ever, never, ever, ever, ever met a movie star before. So again, you see, I change meet to met, which is the past participle. So no, I have never, ever, never, never, ever met a movie star before. But of course, this is when you're trying to be a little bit funny, a little bit humorous, but the normal response, you can say, no, I have never met a movie star before. Or maybe someone might ask, Alex, you live in Canada. Have you ever eaten a maple bacon donut? What? No, I have never, ever, 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 ever eaten a bacon maple donut. I've never even heard of a maple bacon donut. And I've had comments down below where people ask me, have you ever eaten maple bacon? I've never heard of maple bacon before. Maybe there is. If you are in Canada, there's students from all over Canada. I know Winnipeg, Manitoba. There's a couple students in Toronto as well. If you guys in your city have maple bacon, in the comments before and below, please let me know if you have maple bacon in your city. I have never heard of this in British Columbia. Alright guys, I hope you learned a lot today. Remember, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit the subscribe button in the bottom left hand corner and you will get the video as soon as it comes out on Saturday around 12 noon. And for our advanced learners, we do have our idioms of the day every Wednesday and every Friday, and that video is only 1 minute long. The speaking speed is faster and the words are a little bit more advanced, but I highly suggest that everyone tries it out. All right, until I see you next video, aloha.